They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Three yards to go here on 2nd down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Freeman with a fast feet. And now running right through it. A big run there. 29 yards and a 1st. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Second and 10 now. Ryan finding his safety valve here. That's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too. To throw again is Ryan. The quick slant caught. Ryan finding Gabriel for the Falcon first down. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. first down, it's Newton. On the catch, this is Russell Shepard. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Give him 30 yards there. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here's Newton now on second down. This one complete to Devin Funchess. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 3rd down. Newton. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be caught by Funchess for a Carolina touchdown. Devin Funchess, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Falcons taking over on offense in just a second, and, you know, this year ended in disappointing fashion now. Last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak, but if you're a Falcon fan, was this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because let's be honest about it. Losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you were in the Super Bowl, you were playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better. Ultimately ended up 10-6, found their way in the playoffs, but didn't get the deep run as they had the year before. So you're exactly right. For Falcons fans, that's a tough one. But this is a team that's built to be good for a long time.
To throw is Ryan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 33.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Here we go on fourth down with Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. 20 yards on the pickup there. And the Falcons are going to get a first.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't fourth and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Three yards remaining here on second down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. There he goes inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons! Taylor Gabriel, 41 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
On defense, coaches always preach running to the football, getting there as fast as possible. On that play, the offense used their speed against them, ran the reverse, and hit them hard in the other direction.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Newton on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And still fighting. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Now Newton on first down. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. It's caught at the 10. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. He got 29 yards that time.
We've been together a little while now, partner. How often do we actually describe tight ends as nifty? Because that's what I think of when I see Greg Olsen on the field. His ability to run routes, create space and separation, and make those catches downfield.
And sure consistent. The numbers the last couple years almost identical, and both over 1,000-yard seasons. Now Stewart on first down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And here now it's 2nd and goal, ball on the 7-yard line. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
Here's Newton. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Vic Beasley coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Back to the air, Ryan after the pick 6. Shrugs him off. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On second down, they run with Stewart. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. K1 Short coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. On second down, Ryan. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And they're going to have a 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him. And he goes.
And into the end zone. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Panthers coming out now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Second and 10, Newton again. He's going to wind up and air it out. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Newton to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Deion Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now a play fake here on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 22. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Play clock winding down. On first down, Ryan. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run here with Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the...
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, It almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 41-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Newton. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Brandon,
the fumble recovery. It's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 56 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brooks Reed in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Newton now to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Jones. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Oh, and now he bowls him over. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first and 10. Newton. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Back to the air, Newton on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now Newton. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. After the interception, here's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now Ryan on second down. Flush to his right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Here's Ryan, looking deep for Gabriel. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points.